Welcome to FMTraining.tv. My name is Margaret. I'll be your broadcast engineer for today. I'm here with the wonderful Nick Hunter, here to talk about the equally wonderful FileMaker platform. We're here with the wonderful Nick. We are continuing one of a longer running series, not a mini series, but a longer running series. Let me pull it up. Nick is one of our senior engineers, has been doing live streams with us for many years now. Always about pushing FileMaker to the limits. Okay, so Tuesday we're exploring so basically today and tomorrow we're going to be exploring all the functions in FileMaker. I think you said we were doing substitute and result today, Nick, if I remember off the top of my head.
Yes, substitute and replace.
Replace, not result. My bad.
Yeah.
Thursday and Friday. Thursday we got saving in FileMaker. Saving as a term gets used a lot in a lot of different places in FileMaker. So we're going to talk about that. Friday is BFM Forums Q&A. Once in a while we do a Q&A, but we also get questions from one of the more popular FileMaker forums to talk about. So to start conversation, in case people are like, I got no questions. And then Monday and Tuesday we'll be continuing this. There are quite a few functions in FileMaker, so we'll be doing this series for a little while longer. If you'd like to support the channel, we'd greatly appreciate. We have our FM Training annual subscription bundles. This one comes with FileMaker. The other two have different varying amounts of videos you can see in a list. People who are like, well, why would I buy this when you guys have free training? For a couple reasons. I had someone else bring this up the other day. Basically, if you're like, these live streams are really great, but I find that the setup of it is difficult for me to follow. It's too long. It's too much information in one go, or the comments and back and forth and interaction with live is really difficult, then this is for you. These are really highly animated and very condensed on about pretty much every little topic you can think of. We cover all aspects of relationships, a lot of scripting, variables, all that jazz. We talk about it here in very small, condensed, bite-sized pieces. Richard does it, so you know it's entertaining. So if you want to pick that up, feel free. We also talk about pretty much all we talk about FileMaker Pro and server and all that jazz and Go and up. So every pretty much we talk about all of it. Nick, what are we doing today?
Yes, thank you, Marge. Thank you for the introduction, as always. Thank you guys for joining us today and to have another fun with the FileMaker function. So today I'm going to talk about two functions that they pretty much do the same, right? But different way, and ergo they have a different application. Okay, so I have to find a demonstration for all of this, right? So I found one for the replace, and for the substitute I will, I will find one, for the substitute. So but the replace I found an application, because replace is not something I do a lot. Those are antique functions. Can clean right quick and show you this. So we talk about this. Okay, so the replace is an antique, so when they say 6.0 or earlier, right, that means it came from earlier. Okay, so it came before 6.0, right? When they say that, that means this replace, I think, came in FileMaker 4, if I remember well. So that was on the early 90s, something like this, on the mid 90s. So replace is antique function, right? So they had a way to think things in that time, right? Very Apple-ish, right? And a little bit childish sometimes, but can be still relevant for some applications. And the substitutes, same. They are functions coming from early days. So, and they never really changed this, even though they update substitute in FileMaker 7, because FileMaker 7 was a major change on FileMaker platform, right? FileMaker 7 came with tables, relationships, the relationship map, the new script maker. What did they do? They had a new Upper script engine, and they have a new AWP on 7, WP 2.0, instead web publishing, that was in the now web direct. Go to left. If I go left, you will see that this kind of, very, very early. That was the first, was the first version 6.0 and earlier. So they all come from the same, era, let's say, right? So let's start with replace a little bit, right? So what the replace do? So let's say I have a piece of text, right? I have this piece of text. I have a serial number, right? So this is a serial number 000, and I want to use replace on this. What it asked me first, it asked me what the text I want to apply the replace, from where I want to start, how many characters, and how many characters I want to replace, and what my text replacement. So let's say I have my serial number. I start from the first character, which is S. I want to select one character. So it will select the S, and I want to replace by the A. This is what it's doing. Now, let's say I want to replace the second character by A. Now, let's say I want to replace the third by A. Right? So now you know how it works. I'm starting from the beginning. I'm starting from the character I want. And then I say, okay, let's say I'm starting from, let's say I want to learn by A. Okay, so CERN, I'm starting from the first character, and I say 1, 2, 3, 4. So now I replace first 4 character by the A, right? So now let's do something different. I want, by the way, I can also replace by nothing, right? If I say I want to replace the 4 first character by nothing, let's say I want to get rid of the CERN, this is what I do, right? That's the best. Of course, you can use also another technique, which is the middle. Remember? So I can say this starts from the 5th, and I want this. So I start after the first 4 and the 5th and more. This works too, but you can also use replace. And to be honest with you, I like it. I start, it's something, replace didn't use it since I think 15 years or 20. But I'm going to have a new thinking about this function that is forgotten. So just a quick poll, who is using replace or who has used replace?
Top Cat says no. Also, real quick, Nick, do you want to turn off your video so the internet's a little bit smoother?
Okay. Maybe Zoom has a problem because my internet's super fast. But yeah, you're right. So I can do this.
Okay, hopefully
Okay.
that makes it. Canberra says no. So.
Okay. So no, I'm pretty sure nobody. It's but it's there, and now I'm going to have a thinking about this stuff because it's cool. I want to replace the first 3 character. I'm starting. I replace by nothing, or I replace by hyphen, or or whatever I want to replace by dot dot dot. I don't know. You can replace by whatever. But the goal here is to say I'm selecting the first 4 characters, and I replace by what I want. But it can be also less than 4 character, right? It can be less or nothing, or I can replace by more character, right? So all of this, I replace first four. So for example, I can say, I want to replace CERN by serial number and add this. I can do that. That cool. And I think the serial number is a good example, right? So that's why I use this. So I can do this. Or I said, okay, I want to change the CERN by ENV, for example, right? ENV dot dash, for example. I want to change CERN by ENV, right? Or like in starting point, CON for contact, or PRG for project, PRJ, right? Like say like that. So you can do that, right? So that cool, So you select something that you should have all character like that. Well, that's why I'm using this, because in the serial number, the way it is set here, I've always ERN on the first, characters, always. So I can change that by something else, less or more. The beginning. So let's say I want to replace the 000 by 111, right? So I'm starting by the character number 5. I'm selecting 3, and I'm putting 111, right? So now it's CERN 11130, or I can say 100 like this. I want to modify my serial number, right? So this is how you do. So you select the 3 zeros, but I'm not. So that is in place, right? So pretty much this what replace do, right? The thing is, I can say 1,000. I can replace 3 characters and more, correct? So that is possible, right? Or less, or nothing. Let's say I want to get rid of the zeros. I can do this, correct? So this is the replace, right? So do we have any questions?
Someone said they use replace for highlighting, but most people said they don't use it at all.
Yeah, so you can place to highlight. Say, yeah, okay, we can do that. Okay. So yeah, exactly. So I want to highlight 0. Okay. Correct. So I want to replace this, right, by another function, which is color, X color. X color, want to replace the 0, right? The text style will be, right? So the text is 000, right? And the style is highlights. I don't think it, whatever, you know, right? So I won't see the result here because this window asks, show me this, right? It won't show me the highlight here, but I can do a demo, another demo. This, boom, like this, right? Like this. I will, I will use another technique than this. Okay, but yeah, so you can do this. I was forgetting about this, but you can replace by another style. You can replace also. You can replace by you can replace by delete if you want. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so that's cool, right? Do we have another question?
Nope, people just saying that it makes sense so far.
Okay. So that is another demo. I'm going to do that later. So this is place. So now let's other demo, and we do the substitute. Substitute, like I said, they didn't update um, the help. It did in some fashion, but not here because it's not presenting that way anymore. So what the substitute? Substitute I'm using a lot, right? So what can I do with the substitute? So let's say I'm taking this example, the serial number, okay? And I'm searching for a string. So I'm searching for the 000, right? And I'm replacing by 111, correct? But compare to the replace. I don't care whether 000 are placed. If we look for 000, all the 000s, right? So that can be wherever they are. The replace is on the character to take character and replace. Here is look for that and replace. Right? At the for certain place, I want. If it's not, bad. I don't have 001, so you don't find it. 00, yes. 001, no. 000, yes. And 10 as well. So now, look how it works. I found how many? I have 4, so I have 3 zeros, right? And 3 zeros, right? See here? But he replaced the 4, he replaced those, right? 1, 2, 3, 3 zeros, 3 zeros. So if I add a 0 here, it's going to replace the 3 0 replaced by 1, and this one is the false number. If I say I want to replace all the zeros by 1, 1, it replaces every single 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, every time. Okay? So, this is but now, right? What can I do with a replace? So let's say 1, right? And I want to replace 1, 1, 1 by A. But also, I want to replace 222 with BBB. It's doing both. Does that mean it replaced 111 with AAA and the 222 by BBB? And of course, I can do replace 333 by C. So I have with the brackets So let's present that differently. I want to substitute in the serial number this block, this block, this block. So you say, okay, look for this replaced by this, and look for this replaced by this, and look for this replaced by this. But what happened if I say again 111 by CCC? Well, I don't have 111 anymore. But let's say I say AAA by CCC. This is what happened. So each time this, it's a reconnect, is taking, here what happened. You select this text and you say, okay, in that text, select this, found this, and change by this. Then in that text, that means including the last change, look for this and change by this. And then again, look in that text with the last change, even the one I did before. That's why it changed the AAA. I changed from here to CCC. Or I couldn't do this, by example. I come back to 111. He select 111, he make AAA, the 222 by BBB, and it's then I select the AAA that this guy did. I select them, so that to demonstrate that it's cumulative. Okay. So this change, this statement will take in account the last change before, right? So I said that because I'm saying a lot of substitute, of substitute, of substitute, of substitute, of substitute, something like this. I'm saying this a lot. Substitute into the substitute into the substitute into the, like this. Well, this is doing the same, but much cleaner. Correct? Yeah, any questions?
Sorry, there was a brief. Could you highlight 2 with substitute?
Never did that. Let's try. Of course, this won't tell me. So I need to copy this calculation and put it in the demo button. I'm sure I never really. Yes, you can. I didn't see why you wouldn't do. We can use the highlight yellow again. Not here. Here. Highlight yellow. Oh, right? So you can do that. So the substitute is better than the replace for the highlight. Okay. But this highlight technique is, it's a little bit harsh, to be honest with you. I stopped trying to mimic this. I know it's practical. I wish FileMaker has this, right? Because it's, it's because you modify the data. It's not a temporary state. It's not a temporary state. It's complete, right? So what you can do, that means, let's say we have a text. Okay. You have a text, right? And in that text here, I have hello, my name is Nick, and Nick is my first name, for example, right? So I'm doing that on purpose, right? To make something. So I have another demo here. Okay. So what a demo. I want to highlight, for example, here. I want to highlight Nick, for example, name, and don't remember. Let's put 2. I want to highlight Nick with this and this, right? Oh, yeah, sorry. I need to point to the right field. Text. Okay. What happened here? Replace. Oh, yeah. Stupid me. Okay, so I don't know if the revert is over. So my name is Nick, and I am. Wait, boom. So you can easily do a search box, for example, right? So I bet you want me to do the search box, the search box, right? That's what you want.
Yes.
Hello? Yeah.
Hello?
So you want the search box? That's what the people want.
Yep. People are saying yes, why not? So
Why? Okay. So I'm going to have a script in that case, right? And that will be on object save uh search, right? So I'm going to copy that code. That field text with this. So I don't need multiple, right? I need only one. I look for. So I don't like to do this because it's not clean. So what is the field equal this? Because I can do something, a script that is universal, correct? So get um, get script parameter, but I want the value 1. Get value, get script parameter 1. But now in that case, let's do something different. Let's do something better. The field name, right? And I want the search, right? The text, yeah, the search equal search text. So now that I have this, I can do my substitute. I want to substitute in the field. I want to look for this and replace this by highlight. Also, I can also have the style coming right from here. So now the calculation is much more simpler to understand. I'm substituting in the field what I search, and I replace what I search by the style. So now, substitute text add search. So now I need those to be created. So I need a set variable with this. The field name, that will be the get value. Normally I have a function for that, but it's okay. I don't have it in this file, but it's okay. Get value on the get script parameters. So I'm going to send on the parameter, if I can get it right, that's the value 1. That's the field name. Then I have the search text. Search text in number 2. Okay. And then I have the style, that number 3. Correct? Okay. 1, 2, 3. So I'm defining the variable here, and then I'm using the variable in my calculations. Okay. So now this demo here in this field, yep, on object save, I'm putting the scripts. And my parameter is a list of gets field name, right? And the field name I want is the search box, right? This is where is the text. Sorry. I want that to happen on the text. So I'm searching this, but I want the style to apply there, correct? Then I have the content of the fields, right? So the J search. And then I have my style, highlights yellow, highlights yellow, get field name. Why it's not working? Oh, here. So, right. Let's say I want my to be yellow, but now we need to do something, because if I do my here, cool. Field name, search text. Maybe I did a mistake here. Field name, search text. I'm searching in field. Yeah, the field I'm searching in. Yeah. No. Yeah, here I made a mistake. I'm searching the search I'm don't get confused. The substitute is I'm in the field. Yeah, in the field. I'm searching there, and I replace the search by the style. Well, I don't know what happened here. Why do this? Okay, so let's see. That's why I have the variable style and field name my text. Right? Oh, yeah, I don't need this. Yeah, no, I need a set field by name, and the field name is this. And then I'm looking this. That's why it didn't work. You know, this name. here. I think uh, this works, but okay, let me rephrase, substitute the text I want to look for. So this is what the text where I want to put this. So this is definitely in the field name. Oh, but yeah, but I get the field name. Yeah, I'll say okay. Text. So let's rename this text, right? And is the contents of this. I'm going to explain all of this if you want.
Yeah, are people interested in the explanation?
Yeah,
I
me
assume
too.
so. Yeah.
Me too. But it doesn't do. Okay. That's sure. Because I want to do a script that is universal, something I can use on all field. So okay, so I'm searching for the content of the text. So sometime I need to have this. Okay. The text is what I need to search for. The search string is what I search for. So name. And the replace will be whatever the search, right? With the style. So that's what I'm replacing to. So when I have a dot like this, what I'm doing, like this. So I've, that's why I have the the variable. People say, "Oh, you put that." I know what. This is what I run the script and I establish my variable. So now my variable are they not because I do this here and I and now I'm establishing my variable. Boom, boom, boom. So I have my variable. The style is this, the search text is this, and the field name is this. Now I'm going to work. I paste my calc, and obviously it works. So if I say the style, I change the style, right? And I put italic uh, here. So this should work. So I don't understand the mistake on the. So let's change. So it works because I got this, right? If I say change this by, it works. So it works. I can see, okay, because my is is running. I have my in the memory. The script is stopped. It's paused, and then I can see if this calc works. If you don't have this, no way to see if it works or validate it. So my calc works. No, everything works with highlights. So um, you know, so I'm going to my I don't see any problem here. Well, that's weird, right? Because it works. So, mhm. So there's sometime I noticed that when we are on the scripts, yeah. So another way. Um, so let's stick. Okay. But field, it should So I need to arrange this. Something that maybe the set field by name doesn't like it. I don't know. Anyway, so I'm going to fix this. I'm going to have fun with this. If I have time. This so yes. So but you can see I need to do this, right? I need to do this. I need to do two set fields. I need this. I need to remove the style. Move. I don't remember and remove because remove text, but I don't know if I can say now this will work. If I say next or if I say 100, remove the old one. But I want to know something here, how to remove all. Okay. I want to remove all style, right? And it works. So you have it. But this one I'm going to work on it. But this works. So as you can see, if I look for this, I don't find it because it's case sensitive. The replace, the substitute is case sensitive. So this doesn't exist. Neither this. This exists. So now we say, okay, yeah, okay, cool. But how I can do that? Remember? So that's why, so if I have to do this here, right, you need to remove, you need to put everything without case sensitive, right? So this is what you do. You lower this, and you lower this, right? So technically it should work. But it changed this, yeah. Huh. That's why this function I don't like it because there's no way to, because it's case sensitive, you understand?
Yes, I know someone mentioned that earlier.
Yeah, so how we can do that? So that's why I don't use this technique for that. I'm using a technique much more complicated than this. And that's why I don't use this anymore. Because it's so complicated to implement. I'm using this. I'm using the position of, but even this wasn't working well because he was looking for the first, right? But maybe I can substitute to find to look for, but there's no way, there's no way. Lower, look for this, and maybe I can, maybe I shouldn't do this. Let's see. No, see, it's yeah, I don't know. This, but anyway, so if we don't have any other question, since I have another meeting, I need to go at 5 p.m.
In that case, I will let you go. Thank you, everyone, for coming. Thank you,
yeah.
Nick.
And and tomorrow we continue the substitute because there's many things to see about this function.
So, yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Have a good one, everyone. We will see you later.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
report of an individual up here who may be a FileMaker license. Well, it's potentially expired. Look at the back of that car right there. Looks like the FileMaker license has expired. Sir, I need you to step out of the vehicle. Sir, step out of the vehicle. Sir!